I think, given the colours that I've got laid out, I'm going to have a go at a bit of a seascape. We'll get some rocks in, maybe a little bit of beach and the sea and lots of splashy waves. That's the technical term. So let's get going. Are you going to join me?
Yeah, we'll try this one.
Excellent. We're not going to use the pencil this time.
Okay.
So it's a next step up. You can if you want, but I think it'd be fun just to get the paint on the canvas.
Okay.
And we'll give it a try. I'm going to pop that down. The majority of this is going to be blue.
Okay.
So take your brush.
Any brush?
I'd get the biggest one you can, or the biggest one you feel comfortable with. A little bit of water. Just get that on there first.
On top.
All over.
All over, yeah.
It doesn't have to cover everywhere, but just get most of it on. Like so. We're going to be really free with this. Blue. Little dab, starting with the blue there, just on its own, and work it back and forth. Again, if you leave any white areas, that's okay. One tip is to hold the brush up this way, kind of like you would with a pencil.
Okay.
So the end of the brush is pointing up to the sky or the ceiling, wherever you are, and that way the brush works well down to the bottom.
Does it matter if it's darker at the top?
No, not at all. Putting the water on helps this paint blend basically and get into the weave of the canvas. But don't overdo it. I'm going to stop there because this white bit here, to me, looks like a cloud. So I'm going to spin this round and I think I'll use it that way. So again, I would go in with a touch of blue.
Okay.
And you pick your horizon line.
So.
I like to go 2/3 up.
Okay.
I'm going to draw a darker line, just move that brush along, like so. And just trust what you're doing. That first mark, just leave it there. Excellent.
Lovely.
We're going to do that again, and with the blue. This time we're going to leave a gap.
Okay.
So come down a couple of centimetres, and the same again, blue line. Just push it across.
It's a bit thicker this time, isn't
Yeah,
it?
go for it. So we're slowly building our picture up. We've got the sky, we've got the horizon, and now we're putting marks down that will hopefully become our waves. Let's go for one more. In with the blue. Third one down here, and just drag it across again. Okay. So we've got our sky, horizon line, and hopefully some waves.
Okay.
Next, we need something to give it depth. Go straight in with a touch of white, add it to a little bit of black. Again, don't mix it too much.
Okay, so a bit of white.
Yep.
And then a bit of black.
And we're going to create some rocks.
Okay.
I'm going to start on the left, about here, and just move the brush. There's many ways to paint, but I like to, for my rocks, I like to do this way. So we've got a bit of paint on, and we're angling the brush each time. In with a little more. I think these ones are going to make their way across here.
Okay.
But always stopping and looking. We go in, we get some white. Just going to give that a little pat down. Think about if the sunlight is shining down the underside. These angled strokes that will give you the feeling of the rocks. And ultimately, it should be about having fun. Don't get too het up with how rocky something should look. After all, it's a painting. We're given a hint of rocks, what they might be. Keep a nice contrast with them. I found that this one here, I've gone a little too light. So it's not a problem. All I'm going to do is go back in with the black and make those marks again.
So just trying to cover all the blue, is it?
Well, you can if you want to. Yeah, you could do.
Yeah.
I put some black in there. Again, just don't be too worried about it. Enjoy what you're doing. Looking good. I like the way you've got the highlights just on the top there. That's what I should be doing.
Got more rocks than me.
I'm going to draw this in along here. Trying to show the angles of the rocks here. How's it looking?
Yeah, I like that.
Excellent. Before we do some splashing, take your blue brush
Okay.
and we're going to take a little white. If we go to the other side of the paint, you're not going to get any black in it.
Okay.
Just go along the top there. And everywhere that brush catches. There you go. So with that one, I've lifted it slightly as I've gone along. Kind of dab it.
Okay.
Like that.
Wherever you feel you want some white, is it?
Yeah. But just trust that brush stroke. That one you've done there looks like a wave to me.
Yeah.
If you need to be loose with your painting.
Yes. It's not about getting caught up, is it, and
No.
thinking what looks right and what doesn't. If you think too much.
That looks great. We're trying to create movement and feeling. Okay, it's looking good. I think we need perhaps a touch more at the bottom here.
Okay.
Gently drag across. Excellent. Now as these are getting closer, in my mind the wave is going to start rolling
Yeah.
and moving. So a little more paint
Yeah, a bit bigger.
and gently drag across once more. So if you try and aim for that same line. Excellent, we're getting there, we're getting there. It is tempting to go over it and try and make a perfect line, as I was just going to do, but it's important just to trust what you're doing, I think.
Yeah.
Less is more in many cases. I think I'm liking that, it's looking
Yeah,
good.
I like it mine.
Happy?
Yep.
These waves wouldn't come to these rocks and just sit there, say hello, and go back out. We want to create as if they're crashing against the rocks. This is where the fun bit comes in.